Hello, it's Hank Green. There's very little time left for me to make this Vita video and get it online. Also, I'm about to run out of batteries on my camera, so I have to do this really fast, and I'm going to tell you the story of how I met my wife, Catherine. People have been asking, and I wanted to do it on a fast day, where the video's not going to be very long, because it's not a very interesting story. Now, a lot of people will meet their significant other, their life partner in school, which is how I met Catherine. I had a dorm room that was here, and she had a dorm room that was here, and there was like an outside here, so we weren't in the same dorm, but like our rooms were very like physically close together. Like I slept probably 10 feet away from her my entire freshman year. During the times when I wasn't sleeping, no feet away from her. Ding, 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 ding. It was a weird time in my life. We were sort of on again, off again thing for the first year that we were seeing each other. Mostly it was like smoochy times, but not like datey times, so that's how it started. So it took a while for it to go from like just making out to being, life partners. It took like 8 years actually before we got married. I think we were together for 7 years before we got married, and now we've been together forever. Depending on how you count it, we've been together for 13 or 14 years. So that's a long time for a 32-year-old guy to have been with one girl. But I like it. It was complicated, and we lots of fights. Lots of, yeah. So, but then, after we came back from summer vacation, we were together for a long, long time, and then we only broke up like one time after that, and then got back together. So it's never as pretty as it seems. Just because a couple of people love to play video games together doesn't mean that their entire romantic history has been one of all hugs and kisses and laughter and kitty cats. A little bit more about how we actually met. The first time I hung out with Catherine was at a video store. Some people in the dorm were going to Blockbuster, which was a thing where you could go get movies, you could rent them, like a physical place where they just had a bunch of DVDs. And I know you know what Blockbuster is, I'm being facetious. And we went to rent a movie, and I was super awkward and probably not very interesting or useful. Catherine is home now. She's arrived home. I didn't expect her to be home yet. The way that we actually first, hooked up was that she had a roommate that was really in love with her boyfriend, and they're still together, which is lovely. But yeah, it was uncomfortable to be in the room with them. So she would come to my room and sleep over. Literally just sleep for a long time. But then eventually just proximity took over. Catherine's laughing. So that's the story of how I hooked up with Catherine Court, who is now Catherine Green. It's not that interesting, so that's why I haven't really gone into it. But my battery light is still blinking at me, has been the whole time, so I'm just gonna end this video before it ends.